Most people wait until grocery shelves are completely empty to start panicking. But right now, discerning preppers are quietly clearing specific items from farm supply stores and supermarkets. You probably walk past them every day. The systems we depend on are seriously strained. Prices are doubling, supply chains are fracturing, and disruptions are lasting longer. Most people assume surviving off-grid means buying hundreds of acres of land and moving to the middle of nowhere. But real resilience is built on practical systems and the right supplies, long before the grid goes down. Let me show you the secret items disappearing from shelves and how farm supply stores hold the ultimate survival cheat codes. Let's talk food. 9 specific foods are quietly disappearing due to droughts, global conflicts, and packaging shortages. Canned tomato paste is facing massive back orders because 95% of U.S. processed tomatoes comes from a single drought-stricken region in California. Bulk yeast production simply cannot meet baseline demand. Large format cooking oil has doubled in price, yet it is critical because your body needs dietary fat to absorb vitamins and maintain neurological function. Even canned butter is getting scarce because there is a shortage of the actual metal cans needed to package it. And then there is bulk bouillon and shelf-stable baking. In a long-term shortage, food fatigue and monotony will quietly destroy morale. Bouillon turns plain rice into an actual meal, and bacon provides familiar, morale-boosting flavor and essential fats. Finally, honey. It never expires. Archaeologists have found 3,000-year-old edible honey in Egyptian tombs. Not only is it a sweetener, but medical-grade honey is actively used in clinical wound care and acts as a natural cough suppressant. But large jugs are vanishing due to bee colony collapse and strict import scrutiny. Now let's look at survival gear. The best survival store in the country is not an online tactical shop. It is your local farm supply store. Their supply chains run on agricultural seasons, not consumer panic, meaning they stay stocked when normal stores fail. Item 1. Veterinary Triple Antibiotic Ointment. It contains the exact same active chemical compounds as human pharmacy brands, but you get 5 times the volume for half the price, with a shelf life of up to 5 years. Item 2. Polypropylene hay bale twine. It holds 170 pounds of tensile strength, giving you nearly 4 miles of usable cordage for $8. During Hurricane Katrina, this exact twine held improvised shelters together. Next up, water and cooking. A 100-gallon galvanized stock tank is not just for water storage. It acts as an 834-pound thermal regulator if placed in a root cellar, or it becomes a gravity-fed water system that can save you when municipal pipes freeze. Pumping water from a deep well requires serious generator power, so having a manual hand pump or rainwater harvesting system is a great backup. Pair your water storage with a Lodge cast iron skillet. It seasons over time, boils water, cooks over an open flame, and acts as a thermal mass to keep you warm at night. For lighting, grab a kerosene hurricane lantern and oil. It costs just 22 cents an hour to run, requires absolutely no batteries, and the oil has an indefinite shelf life. Need to rehydrate? Buy livestock electrolyte powder. It closely matches the World Health Organization's oral rehydration formula. You get 100 liters of rehydration fluid for $8, compared to spending $300 on single-serve brand-name sports drinks. And what about long-term survival? Diesel exhaust fluid, or DEF, contains pharmaceutical-grade urea. Mixed correctly, one $15 jug is a highly effective nitrogen fertilizer that can treat up to 1,000 square feet of garden space. That is emergency food cultivation capacity in a plastic jug. For off-grid pest control, grab food-grade diatomaceous earth. It destroys insect exoskeletons without chemicals, acts as a livestock dewormer, and never expires. Need structural repairs? Fasteners disappear within 24 hours of any disaster. Galvanized fin stables have massive shear resistance and zinc coating, making them primary survival tools for securing shelter and the ultimate barter currency. You should also grab pine tar. It is a 4,000-year-old wood preservative and a natural wound sealant that costs just $12. Don't forget cheap calories.
Whole grain poultry scratch feed is literally just cracked corn, milo, and wheat. It is completely human edible and provides 75,000 calories in a single bag for just $20. That's 37 days of baseline calories. But here's the ultimate secret most people completely miss. Prepping and homesteading aren't just about stockpiling random supplies. It's about building a connected sequence of systems. Real survival relies on shifting from consumption to production. True homesteading means simplifying your lifestyle and figuring out the difference between what you want and what you actually need to survive. The people who thrive are the ones who combine knowledge with the right tools. Take petroleum jelly and cedar shavings. Cedar naturally repels pests and catches fire easily. Mix it with a $4 tub of petroleum jelly and you have a waterproof fire starter that burns for minutes in the rain. That's true systems thinking. If you ever have to bug out, remember that skills are far more valuable than stuff. A flood or fire can wipe out your physical stockpile, but no disaster can rob you of your skills. Furthermore, even the best off-grid setups can fail if you do not plan for physical limitations. Your survival routines and garden beds must be easy enough for anyone in your household to manage. Ultimately, your long-term survival relies heavily on hyper-localized community and the skills you can trade with your neighbors. Why does all this matter right now? Because food shortages and grid disruptions do not start with massive headlines. They start with a partially empty shelf, a sudden price hike, or a backorder tag. The best time to prepare is when the gaps are small and the window of opportunity is still open. Being prepared is not about living in fear or waiting for doomsday. It's the most optimistic thing you can do. It says you believe your future and your family are worth protecting. Don't wait until the hardware stores run out of basic fasteners or the grocery stores run out of cooking oil. Start building your systems today, right in your own backyard. Pick up 2 extra items on your next grocery trip. Invest in durable, farm-grade supplies that will outlast any crisis. Are you ready to take control of your own survival? Let me know in the comments which item you are adding to your stockpile first. Stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you in the next one.